Y'all, can you imagine if next year's Super Bowl is all white people?
Sniffany, girl, not today. We're tired. Why would you put yourself in this position? Because now I have mean things to say, and it's all your fault. There are several things that we could imagine. Imagine if your parents weren't cousinlings and they could stop kissing each other and your family tree wasn't a wreath. Imagine if J-Lo never picked up a mic and didn't torture the world with her vocals. Like, these are the questions that need answered. But we don't have to imagine if the Super Bowl halftime performance was all white people, because it has been. In 1994, there was the Rockin' Country Sunday Super Bowl halftime performance. In 2003, there was Shania Twain. In 2005, Paul McCartney. 2006, the Rolling Stones. 2008, Tom Petty. 2009, Bruce Springsteen. I could go on, but you get the point, right? Right. Also, I looked through your page, and you're a Trump supporter. I thought y'all didn't like DEI. Stinker butt. What? But mind you, and this is the craziest part, so let me hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this, there were white people all throughout Kendrick Lamar's performance. And I understand your brain is smooth as satin and your last two brain cells are fighting for 10th fucking place, so let me explain it to you. In the very beginning of the performance, we have Samuel L. Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam saying, "Welcome to the great American game." He wasn't talking about football. He was talking about how America controls us and plays a game, and how do they do that? With white supremacy and oppression, girl. That was created by white people. Further on in the performance, we see that Samuel L. Jackson says that Kendrick Lamar is being too loud, too reckless, and too ghetto. Who created those stereotypes? White people. We also see Kendrick Lamar reference 40 acres and a mule, a promise made by white people to previously enslaved Black Americans to give them land and resources to help them economically. A promise that was broken, by the way. And also, there was a white dancer who hijacked their way into the performance. Mind you, the contract said you must identify as an African American. Taking an opportunity away from Black people? Sounds about white. Now, these are just a few examples throughout the performance. There's plenty more, but I don't want to overwhelm you because it looks like you're hooked on everything but phonics and thinking might be a little hard. Just because you did not see yourself in the performance does not mean that you weren't there. Let me add a second napkin when I tell you this. Unfortunately, y'all are always there. Hence the reason why Kendrick Lamar needed to put this deeper message in the performance.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Let's Go to Esther. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I just want to say, okay, 17,000 of y'all, thank you so much for loving me and supporting me, okay? But in today's video, I want us to talk about the reality of white people being consistent with wanting a white Super Bowl. I must say, this is no shade to white people, but I must say, the last time we saw a white Super Bowl, this is how it went.
Now, they are witnessing a genuine football classic. And even sites such as this can't curb their impatience for the second half to get underway.
Who is going to be there and watch that? And no shade, we have the Taylor Swifts these days. By the way, I'm sorry to say this, but when I saw J-Lo and Shakira doing the thing, for me, I was like, white people are being represented. My bad, that was South America being represented. But yes, we have the Taylor Swifts, we have the Eminems. But how many times in history have we seen white people being represented each and everywhere? Then now that white people are in the back, they're so concerned and they don't want Black people to take the shine. Anyway, complaints. White people want their own Super Bowl, okay? They feel like the Super Bowl has become too Black. And this is after Kendrick Lamar is done performing. We had a blast, the diss to Drake. It was nice, okay? Until white people decided to be like, you know what? The Super Bowl has become too Black, and we want to know why. And you know what? They already have a solution. We're tired of seeing Black performers at the Super Bowl. It's time to bring back whites to the Super Bowl. Now, because if anyone was blind, they didn't see white people. But like she said, you know what? It's very impossible to have anything big like that without white people being there. Like, they always want to be the center of attention. This is why they always there. What more representation do white people want? The entire Super Bowl.
And I'm sorry that you think you own racism, because you don't.
Did she just say people of color stole racism?
Y'all, can you imagine if next year's Super Bowl is all white people?
Yes. Yes, we can.
This year's Super Bowl had not one white person in it.
Kind of sounds like you want some diversity, equity, and inclusion, babes.
I mean, I personally thought the show was trash, but
And I think that whatever box dye hair color you're using is also trash.
I'm sure that I will get a ton of fucking hate for this video because I'm white.
Yes, and because you're loud and wrong.
White people can't experience racism.
I'm not certified and hooked on phonics, so I don't know how I can spell this out for you. Racism requires systemic power. White people have never been denied housing, jobs, or basic rights just because they're white. Inconvenience is not oppression. Discrimination and prejudice are not the same thing as racism, because that requires an entire system working against you, and that has never happened to white people in the United States. Think systemic barrier. Sorry, I asked you to think. It would be like if somebody made a law that boxed-eyed, tattooed, bad eyebrow, butch-bodied Karens can't live in certain neighborhoods because of the color of their skin. Like, it's so pale. I'm gonna get some sunscreen. That thing you're feeling? It's discomfort. The same level of discomfort that Donald Trump feels when the McRib is out of season. It's an incurable hanger at best. But I'm gonna hold your hand with a hazmat suit on when I say this. Diversity isn't a personal attack on white people. It just feels that way because you're so used to being the default. And I'm a white passing Puerto Rican, so I understand privilege, but I also understand history. There's no such thing as reverse racism, especially in a system that is designed to benefit whiteness.
Where's the lie? Y'all go down in the comment section and tell me what you think about this entire situation. I feel like, you know what? I made a video once and I told you guys, I feel like white people, the more years we go front, I feel like white people are becoming victims of their own systems. The systems that were created for them, by them, from their ancestors until now, to Donald J. Trump, to Elon Musk. I feel like they're becoming victims of their own, systems, because how are we living in 2025 and white people are crying over the privileges that they've had and they don't see them anymore, and they want to claim that, oh, black people are being racist towards this day? Like, I can't understand, like, black people, how come the Super Bowl is back? We can count all the years Super Bowl has been all about white people, in the words of Dr. Omar. But also, I just want to say that, oh my God, y'all don't love me. I just want to say this. How are we going to enjoy the Super Bowl when we got snow bunnies like these? Like, by the way, I feel like Dr. Omar looked at this video and he was like, snow bunnies. Guys, I'm so sorry for being petty, but it's just that they don't like us. And by the way, I don't know who told white people that racism was something to be so proud of, that, oh, you should keep it, that no one steals it from you. Like, no one wants it. If we can look around in the black community, I don't think anyone is very much interested in, stealing racism from white people. Oh, we want to be superiorists, we want to be imperialists, we want to be colonizers as well. No. I genuinely think black people are not interested in taking on any behavior that has to do with white people. I'm shocked that it's even a thing that they want to think that black people are gonna be more racist.